Hi, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
We're Tina and Cassie, and we're your Tuesday couple on for a couple of gays.
I'm Tina.
And I'm Cassie, and we're a couple.
We're gay. Hey.
Let's see. So this week's topic is It Gets Better. The It Gets Better campaign is a huge campaign that's going on right now that just basically helps the GLBT community and any children that, not children, any teenagers or kids that may be struggling with bullying or being ostracized in their school, just to let them know that it does get better and that there's more ways to empower yourself and, just trying to save the lives of our young people.
Definitely. Let's see. Growing up for me. Well, growing up for me was different because I'm mixed. I'm a mixed kid. I got teased because when my mom would come to school or I'd be in the store or with her, my mom is white, and nobody ever believed that was my mom. It was always a question of was I adopted or I don't know. So it was just kids are mean, and kids always found a way to use that against me to make themselves feel better. So it was always used as a tool to be hateful or to put me down. And so I always had to be stronger for that. So I struggled with that all the time growing up. Even adults were mean, just walking through a store, and the looks, and if I would say mom, and ask for something, and people would just give us angry looks and mean looks and say hateful things and mean things. And so we always had to sort of rise above that. And so I just it seems so far away now that I'm older, so it's hard to sort of travel back there and put myself there and imagine that. But I guess that's sort of the point, is that it does get better, because now that I'm older, that doesn't even it doesn't faze me anymore. But I do sort of, I guess I do sort of, I still understand it, and I still can sort of put myself there, because that's my profession, is that I work with kids. And so, I do have a certain amount of empathy. I can relate and try to express how I feel, and try to, help kids that I work with now, and let them know that definitely it does get better. This is a hard time. When I'm talking with some of the girls, the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade girls, and telling them that how mean they can all be to each other. That's a tough group, and letting them know that that body image and what they struggle with, and that was important to me too. Because I wasn't the typical girl. I didn't, I wasn't blonde hair, blue eyed, and beautiful. So, it gets better, and they don't, you have to, you definitely have to rise above it, and hopefully, find strength in yourself, and strength in whomever's in your circle, even if it's just one friend, even if it's just one friend, that find that person. And if it's a family member, find that person. Whoever it is, trust in that person, trust in that teacher, trust in that whoever it is, that person believes in you, and they'll do right by you. Trust in yourself. You got to know it in your heart that we'll get better.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. I'll take it from the point as a never got teased for anything about who I was, except for I remember when I was first realizing that I was a gay woman and or a girl. I was young, and you know, growing up in the church, my father was a preacher, and it's rough. You know, the church preaches a lot of hate. A lot, you know, not all churches, but a lot of churches preach hate and disgust for gay people, and the, you know, condemning us, which was hard. It was really hard for me because I remember growing up feeling like I believed for me that there was a God and that he cared for me, and the idea that God didn't care for me anymore because of who I was, even though I know that he made me who I am, and to just struggle with that was really hard. And having the church tell you that you're a disgusting person and really just ostracizing you from everything and just making you feel like such a bad person for who you were. It was a struggle, a really hard struggle. You know, my parents didn't really want to believe it at that time, and you know, they've come a long ways now that I'm older. They've come a long ways, you know, when they see that I'm in a stable relationship, regardless of who that relationship is with. I think that that's definitely kind of helped them come around to it for sure. Is it? Mm-hmm. You can go ahead and... Tina's job's calling her, so I'll continue, and then hopefully it's not anything crazy. But, you know, and I struggled with that a lot. Thank God I grew up in a time where, you know, at a school where it wasn't as bad for a girl. Now, I did have some gay guy friends, and they struggled a lot. I mean, they were picked on constantly and told, you know, awful, awful things. And I just would feel so bad for them, and I could just see the hurt in their eyes. And it's just, it's rough to be a teenager and to go through that. It's really rough. So, you know, it does get better. Now I'm a lot more grown. Tina and I have a church that we go to, and we know that God loves us and made us who we are and has brought us together to be with each other, which is, it's just phenomenal. And I've been able to close that gap of being so hurt with my religion and the idea of not being able to love God or practice my religion anymore because of who I was. But you know, and it got rough. It does get better, and I did go through that point where I didn't want to live anymore because I just felt so disconnected from everything, and it's hard. I get it 100%. I get that feeling of not wanting to go on, but you know, things got better for us, and you know, we have a church that we go to, and we celebrate with each other, and that's, you know, we've come a long way, so it does get better. And you know, that's the biggest message that it does. It you know, just try to hang in there as much as you can, and like Tina said, find somebody to be able to confide in and talk to, regardless of who that is. And most schools now have you know, Gay Straight Alliance. Join that group. You know, really just, you know, communicate and be with people who are like-minded. That's the best advice that I can give you, is to just be with someone who's like-minded. Just be in a group with people like that. Because there's just so much more to life than what's happening right now. And it feels like it's the end, but it's not. I promise you it is not. And it will get better for us.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. There are people out there. There are always people out there. So, no matter who you are, seek somebody out. You know what I mean? If you sometimes you can find the best relief by just going out and talking to someone that you seems quiet, seems alone. Because no matter who we are, you can find, you know, there's someone out there that may have ultimately had it worse. So maybe you're out there helping someone else, and in return, you're getting help for yourself. So get out there, talk to people. So, you know, find someone out there who needs help, and if they seem like they're alone, say hi, because they need it. A hi goes a long way. Mm-hmm. All right, say hello out there. meet someone new. All
That's
right?
our challenge to you. Find somebody that's not being talked to and is alone, and just say hello. You'd be surprised what that'll do. So we now encourage all of our viewers to make your own It Gets Better video, because no matter what, whoever watches, you may touch somebody's heart enough to just save their life in the long run. And that's the one reason why this project is here, is to just help people understand. And I know some of you young people are thinking, what do the two old ladies know about what's going on in high school? Trust me, we were there. We were there. We were
there once, and I talk to the kids every day, and I'm still hip. So. All right, so it does get better. Post your questions. Hopefully we can answer it in more detail. So if you have questions, let us know. We'll still respond, and whatever you guys want to know, we'll let you know. We'll answer, and it gets better.
Bye.
Bye.